From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Play action. Here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. 64 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Ridley. Now inside the 25. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Texans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown. Nico Collins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, and that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. From midfield now, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
30 left. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, here's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18, tight end. Ready.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Hey, kill!
On second down, ETN once more. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Hey, run!
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Kill! Here we go, so hunt on it. Go!
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over.
Ready!
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing now is Stroud. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Safe right.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the former first rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Think right.
Here's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Going for it, here's ETN. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Take it easy. Route. Big 13 heavy. Silver.
Straight ahead, ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
11.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Red on red.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
On third down, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
11.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
ETN, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Now Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Stroud working out of the gun. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they're spotted right at midfield at the 50. 154 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Slot man moves right. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First and 10, it's Pierce. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 199 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Let's go.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Check, mash. Ready.
Pierce going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter
now.
In the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Here's first and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. Dances by him. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Easy, 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 easy.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Let's go.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Kill. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Texans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.